Hello students, today we are starting our chapter 5, tick tick tick. Students, where can we hear this sound? This sound we can hear in a clock. So today's our chapter is about time. Before entering into our chapter, we should know about how can we tell a time. To know tell about a time, before that you should be familiar with a clock. Each and every time you are watching your clock on in your house, but many of the students are still not knowing how can they calculate time, or how can you find out the time in a clock. For that, today I will explain how can you calculate a time in a clock. So let's start with a clock. See, this is the picture of a clock I am going to showing you. See, this is a clock. You observe the face of the clock properly. On that face we can see 12 numbers starting from 1 to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 numbers or 12 divisions are on there in a clock. A clock may be of different shapes, maybe round, oval or square, but this is a round shaped clock. So whatever be the shape, all clocks have 12 numbers or 12 divisions on its face. Each number is representing an hour or 1 hour. One number representing 1 o'clock, two numbers representing, or second division representing the 2 o'clock. In this way, the last 12 o'clock, when it reaches the 12, it shows the 12 o'clock. So there are 12 divisions or 12 numbers on a clock. All these numbers are representing hours. Now in between these numbers, students, see there are small divisions in between these numbers. Between all numbers, you look at that, between 1 to 2, you can see 4 small divisions. These divisions are representing minutes. What representing? Minutes. So in between all the numbers, see between 1 and 2 there are 4 small divisions. Between 2 and 3 numbers, big divisions, there are 4 small divisions. All these small divisions are representing minutes. Now you know what are the numbers and divisions on the face of a clock. Now let us learn about the hands of a clock. Students, all the clocks have two hands. One is a big one or a long one, and another one is a short one. The long one is representing the minute hand, and the short one is representing the hour hand. When this short hand reach any one of the number or division, suppose it reaches the 1, the short, or now it is showing on the 8, and the minute hand is showing on the 12 number or 12th number. So we can say that the wherever the minute hand is standing or pointing out, that is the hour on this clock. That means we can say now it is 8 o'clock. So the short one is the hour hand and the long one is the minute hand. It always shows the minutes, long one, and the short one represents the hours. In some clocks there is a thin needle also, thin hand also. That needle is always running on. That hand we can say second hand. What we can say? Second hand. That hand is always moving all around the clock. Now we can see how much time this minute hand, hour hand and second hand take to round the clock in one day. This minute hand take 60 minutes. That means each small divisions are representing each minute. So if you count from here to the 12 o'clock, there are 16 divisions are there. How many divisions are there? 16 divisions. That means each small divisions are showing 1 minute. So this minute hand rounds the full one time, full round the clock one time within 16 minutes. How much time it will take? 16 minutes or 1 hour. That I will explain afterwards. So now you just know this only. This minute hand takes 16 minutes to round the clock or run complete one rotation, rotate this clock. And the hour hand, the smallest one, it takes 1 hour to move from one number to another number. Now this is standing on the 8, number 8. When it reaches the number 9, that means now it is 8 o'clock. When it reaches 9, this minute hand completes one rotation, 60 minutes. That means 1 hour. In that time, within that time, this hour hand slowly start moving from 8 and finally it reaches at 9. So the time will change from 8 to 9. Now we can say this is 9 o'clock. So how much time the hour hand will take to move from one number to another number? It takes 1 hour or 60 minutes. Understood? So this hour hand takes 12 hours to complete one rotation on this clock. That means I already showed from 8 to 9 it took 1 hour. From 9 to 10 it takes 1 hour. 10 to 11 also it will take 1 hour. In this way, to take one complete rotation on the clock, the hour hand will take 12 hours for one complete rotation. Understood? So now again once more we have to revise this. The minutes hand will take 60 minutes or 1 hour to take one complete rotation, and the hour hand will take 12 hours to complete one rotation. And this thin needle you see, thin hand, that is second hand, it will take 1 minute to take complete rotation one time. To rotate one time the complete phase of the clock, it take 1 minute or 60 seconds. Now we have to know about the relation between hours, minutes and seconds. That I will write down the right side of this clock. So 1 minute equals 1 minutes equals 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Okay, that means this needle when rotates one complete time, it is 1 minute. That means this needle will move from this big point to the next small point. When this second hand takes one complete rotation, this minute hand moves from one division to the next another division. That is, this 60 minutes, this needle will take 1 minute. 60 seconds will take 1 minute to move from this place to next number. Now 60 minutes make 1 hour. Students, this we have learned in 3rd standard also. So 60 minutes take 1 hour. So that already I explained. When this minute hand takes one complete rotation on this clock, that is 60 minutes. That 60 minutes will be 1 hour. So that time this hour hand will move from one number to the next point. So the complete rotation of this minute hand and the movement of this 1 hour hand from one number to another number is equal. That means its one complete rotation is 60 minutes and its movement from one to another number is 1 hour. So 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Is understood? This is the 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. In this way 24 hours make one day. How many hours are there in a one day? 24 hours make one day. That means this small hour hand takes 2 complete rotation in a day. That means in the daytime and night time. it will start from 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock in the daytime, and again it will start at night time from 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock, another rotation. That means this hour and in a day it will rotate 2 times on a clock. That means 1 to 12, 12 hours, and another 12, 12 plus 12 is 24 hours. So one day equals 24 hours. Now we have learned about the numbers on a clock and hands on the clock. We know how much time each hands will take to rotate, complete one rotation. Now let's see how can we calculate time in a clock. Time in hours. Students, when the minute hand is on 12, the time we can say it is full hours. Suppose the minute hand is at 12 and the hour hand is on 9. Now we can say it is 9 o'clock. That we can write 9 o'clock or 9:00. That means there is no minutes or seconds. So we can say it is full in hours. Suppose the hour hand is on 7 and the minute hand is on 12, then we will say it is 7 o'clock. Now that time we will write 7 here and 7:00. So the time is writing in hours. Suppose this hour hand is on 4, number 4, and minute hand is on 12, then the time will be 4 o'clock. This is the time we have to observe on a clock while the minute hand is on 12 and the hour hand is on which number. The time will be in full hours. When we can say that time is in half hours. Students, half hour means, see the clock, this is a circle. We can divide this circle into 2 equal halves. See this way. So half means it will when the minute hand reaches the 6, it will reach the half part of the clock, half part of the circle. So the minute hand is on 6 and the hour hand will be in between any two numbers. Suppose this is between 4 and 5. So we can say that the time is 4:30 or 4:30. What is time now? 4:30 or 4:30. That means we can say the time in half hours when the minute hand is at 6 and the time will be in half hours. Suppose the minute hand is in 6 and the hour hand is between 2 and 3. This hand is in between 2 and 3. We can say that the time is 2:30 or 2:30. So in this way we can calculate the half past times. So another example I will say, suppose this hour hand is in between 9 and 10. This hour hand comes in between 9 and 10 and the minute hand is on 6. Then what is the time? Time will be 9:30. So this circle is full round, and when we take half part of it, the needle will come in on 6, and that is half of this clock or half of the time. When it reaches at 12, it was full time. That already we explained. Full hour, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Now it reaches half of the clock, that is half past or half of the time. We can say the time in half hours. Now this is 9:30 or 9 past 30. Half past 9. Half past 9 or 9:30. Now let us see time in quarter past hours. Time in quarter past hours shows when the minute hand is at 3. See, that minute hand is now on 3 and the hour hand will move slightly, a little bit move from any one of the number. Now this hour hand is moved little bit forward from 8. So we can say this is 8:15 or we can say that quarter past 8. How can we say this time? Quarter past 8 or 8:15. Why we are saying this 8:15? Because from here to here this minute hand moves, it will take 5 minutes. That means 1, 2, 3, 4 and this is 5 minutes. Now again 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10 minutes. Again 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See that the minute hand shows 15 minutes from the hours and the hour hand moves little bit, slightly moved from this 8. So we can say this time is quarter past 8 or 8:15. In this way we can say quarter past of any number. Suppose this hour hand is on 4 or little bit moved from 4 and the minute hand is on 3, we can say that quarter past 4 or 4:50. Understood? Now suppose this hour hand is moved from 9, that means it comes on here, this hour hand. After 9, one division ahead, and the minute hand is on 3, we can say that quarter past 9 or 9:15. This is the time in quarter past hours. Why we are saying this quarter? Because see that this is a circle. We can divide this circle. First we divided that circle into half. That time we said half past. Now we are saying this is quarter past. So we can divide this circle into 4 parts. This is the half part and this is another half. Vertically half and horizontal half. So each part is quarter past of this circle. Quarter means 1/4. In fraction lesson we have learned that quarter means 1/4 of any one of the whole part. So from here to here, that means from 12 to these 3, when the minute hand moves, we can say this is 1/4 part of this clock or 1/4 part of the whole. That means this is 1/4 of this whole part. This is another quarter. See, this is another quarter and this is another quarter of this clock. When the minute hand reaches the 9, this is another quarter or 1/4 part of another, this whole part, this is another. So how many quarters are there? 4 quarters are there. So this is the first quarter. We can say quarter past 3, quarter past 9, quarter past 10, this way. If it reaches half, we said half past. Now we will see what is quarter to, the time quarter to. Now see what is the time in quarter to. When we will say the time is in quarter to, when the minute hand is at 9 and the time we will say it is quarter to an hour. So I already showed you we can divide this clock into 4 quarters. That means first quarter when it reaches 3, another quarter, that means quarter plus quarter is half, and another quarter is when it reaches the 9. That means when the minute hand is on 9 and the hour hand is almost about to an hour. Almost about. It is not on 3. It is mostly passed away from 3 and nearly to 4. So we can say that the time is 3:45 or quarter to 4. How can we say this now time? Quarter to 4 or 3:45. Suppose this hour hand is again moving from 4 to moved from 4 and nearly reached to 5, and the minute hand is on 9, then we can say that time is quarter to 5 or 4:45. See the time, it is writing 4:45. That means after 4 o'clock the 45 minutes covered, or otherwise we can say 15 minutes to next hour, that is 5 o'clock, or next hour is 4 o'clock. Now this is near to 5 and 15 minutes to 5 rest remaining. 15 minutes have remaining for reach the 5 o'clock. So we are saying that quarter to 5 or quarter to 4 or 3:45 or 4:45, or now it is 4:45 time. Now this is the quarter to time. Now see the time in 5 minutes intervals. Students, we know that in the starting time I told from one number to the another number, when the minute hand moves, it is 5 minutes. Or you can see that each division is showing 1 minute. So when the minute hand moves from one number to another number, it is 5 minutes. Then again it reaches to the number 2, it is 10 minutes. When it reaches 3 minutes, it is 15 minutes. When the minute hand reaches 4, it is 20 minutes. So to find the minutes in 5 minutes or the hours in 5 minutes, if you know the table of 5, it is very easy to find the 5 minutes interval time. So see that, for example, I will say the hour hand is just moved from 2 and the minute hand is on 4. So you take the table of 5, 5 fours are 20. So now what is the time? 2:20. So take the time table of 5 and you can find the 5 minutes intervals in the clock. Now see this, we can return this time 2:20 or 20 minutes past 2. That means 20 after 2 o'clock, 20 minutes it is completed. So suppose another example I will say, this minute hand is moved to 11. Minute hand is going to moved to 11. Now this needle also, this hand will also move far away from the 2. That time this needle also move far away from 2. It will nearly reach to 3. Now what time we can say? 11 into 5. Table take, because to find the 5 minutes interval, take 11, 5's table. 11 into 5 means 55. So we can write the time 2:55 or 5 minutes to 3 o'clock. That means 5 minutes left to 3 or 2:55. So take the table of 5 every time to find the 5 minutes interval of time. Suppose another example I will say. Now the minute hand is on 8. Suppose the minute hand is on 8 and our hand is in between the 2 and 3. Now take the table of 5. 8 5's are 40. So now what is the time? Now we can say the time is 2:40. That means 8 5's are 40. So time is 2:40, or how many minutes left to 3? 5, 10, 15, 20, or we can say 20 minutes to 3. In two ways we can write the time. 2 minutes 40 seconds, 2 minutes 40, 2 hours 40 minutes, or 20 minutes to 3 o'clock. Either both the ways we can write the time. This is the 5 minutes interval. Suppose the minute hand moved from here to here, we can say 2:05. When the minute hand moved from here to here, 2:10. This is 2:15, 2:20, 2:25, 2:30. Now 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That means 60 minutes is 1 hour. In this way we can calculate time in clocks.